What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another car preview. So let's jump into this video and see what we found. So if you saw the thumbnail, then you already know this is a 2018 Mazda 6 with hail damage. And we've been through this before, and I'm going to continue harping on the subject of hail damage cars because Oklahoma is probably one of the capitals for hail damage. I say one of the capitals because I don't think there's any one place that has more hail damage, but like Colorado gets a lot of hail. Texas, Missouri, basically Tornado Alley, they all get a lot of hail too, but I'm telling you, we get tons of hail out here, so it's worth mentioning these hail damaged vehicles because you can save a ton of money. Look, not everybody can afford or has the credit to go out and buy a newer model, low mileage car. Just not everybody can do it. But it becomes a lot easier if you're buying something with a reconstructed title. And these cars, man, hail damage, you can fix it or you cannot. It's up to you if you buy it, and you're going to save right around 50% off of retail. Now, take a look at this. This one is really bad, guys. It is, like, honest to God, this is a really, really badly hail damaged car, and it's absolutely everywhere on this side of the car. You know, I can understand why it's totaled. I could not imagine the time that would have to go in this to PDR it. So, you know, if I had to have it fixed, you're looking at least the hood, because these are bolt-on parts. These are parts you can get anywhere, and if you're lucky, you can find them all in the same color. The hood, the fender, the door, quarter panel. I guess you could try to get somebody to PDR that. That's a lot of work, a lot of hours. The trunk, and you're still left with the roof and the pillar. And there's just so much, guys. In my opinion, this is not a car that would be worth fixing. Now, there's another way that you could do it, and a lot of people do, and they'll fool you with them. All right? You could skim coat all of this, you know? If you really wanted to, you could fill in the dents as much as possible with mud. The roof, the trunk, the fender, that would be the easy way and the cheap way out too. A couple buckets of mud and, I don't know, 15 hours of your time. You could have this car ready for paint, and, you know, maybe the mud will hold up for a couple of years until it starts cracking in the sun and flaking off, and then the paint comes off. Unfortunately, that is what a lot of resellers do. Not all of them, but there's a lot of them that'll buy a car like this with hail damage. They'll just put mud all over it. They'll shoot a quick paint job over it, and then they're going to resell it, and it's going to look, well, almost brand new, at least for a little while, but that's all they need. Long enough to sell it. And hey, if you need the car to look almost new, you could absolutely find somebody to do that for you, and you could ride around for at least a couple years in a pretty nice looking car. All right, so let's take a look at it. I just checked the tires. The fronts are Nexans and the back is Falcon, but they do match, at least in pairs. Front tires are one brand, the back tires are another brand, and all of them look pretty dang good. The interior on this, very clean, like crazy clean. This thing is in pretty nice shape, and brown on black interior with a blue exterior. Very interesting color choice on this for sure. What is this? It's sharp. I don't know. Okay. We got some paperwork in here. Cubby holes, sport mode, a weird iDrive looking thing. I just don't like those. You got a slightly cracked windshield. Technically, it's not in the driver's line of sight. You know, if you're looking this way, I don't know. I guess technically they could say it's in your line of sight, but I'm looking like this, and I don't really see it, but you guys can, so, well, I don't know. Where's the key? There it is. So we do have a key fob. It's got like 79,000 miles on the odometer. How do we start it? Is there a... Oh, way up here is a push to start button. Oh, wow. It's running. How do I turn that down? Let's see. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn that off. For some reason, we have a backup camera that's on. I'm not quite sure why we have a backup camera. Let's see. The trip shows over the last 586 miles, it's averaged 25.1 miles a gallon. That's honestly not bad. I'm sure it's just like a little 2-liter or something. Sky Active. Oh wow, boy, she's ready to go. You put her in gear, she takes off. You know, this is not bad. I'm not sure I've ever considered owning. Do I have to? Is this touchscreen? It is. Okay, so you don't have to use that silly iDrive. You can just touch the screen and work it that way. I like that down here you have these old school controls. You know, dual zone, you can sync them. Obviously the heat is on. Heat is on. Oh. Air conditioned seats. What? Oh wow. Are you serious? A Mazda. Listen guys, forgive me. I just generally don't look at Mazdas, man. Over here we've got Trip A, 27.9 miles a gallon average. The car has only got 56,000 miles on it. No joke. It's got heated seats, air-conditioned seats, heated steering wheel. Let's try this sport mode. That's it? It's just on and off. Okay. Now we're in sport mode. Now you know this thing is fast. It's got the books. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not even joking with you. I really like this car. I didn't intend to, man. It wasn't on purpose. Let's try out the important window. Of course. I mean, everything should work on this. It does. It's even got a sunroof. Oh, sunroof. It survived. All right, the sunroof made it. No kidding. Let me move this seat back just a hair. Let's get myself good and... Oh, that's all the way back? Well, I guess that's good enough. Oh, it's got memory seats. No, it's squashing me. Why? Who sits like this? Oh, that is not comfortable. You've got, let's see, parking aid down here. You've got like lane keep assist, traction control, this surround view camera that for some reason is all blurred out. That must be the front bumper. Yeah, it's the front bumper. The camera must have mud all over it. Started without a jump start. How much is one of these? Like, that's what I want to know. I can't believe this, guys. I have never really thought of a Mazda as a car that I would want to own, other than an RX-8. I love the RX-8s. I love the RX-7 too. But otherwise, just never really thought about one. But look at this thing. In my opinion, she is sharp. I know opinions vary. Goodness. I would almost consider going to a, well, I shouldn't do it. I've got one right here I can get for cheap because of hail damage. But man, I really would. I'd almost consider buying one of these. I didn't realize a Mazda 6 could be this nice. So any of you Mazda fans out there, I learned something today. I mean, seriously. 27 miles a gallon? Sharp looking car? Nice, luxurious interior? All day, man. All day. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think. Love it or hate it? I'm really liking this car. I would prefer one without hail damage. I mean, I'll be the first to admit that. I would prefer one without hail damage, but the hail damage is not... Is the trunk not open? Come on now. Is it because the car is on? You have to turn the car off to open the trunk? Whoa, hey now. Hey now, let's try it again. The trunk does not open. Why? Uh-oh. Huh. Okay, well, apparently, oh, it's opened. It's opened. Nice spacious trunk too. Do they still come with spares in 2018? Yep. Not only does it come with a spare, it gives you a strap as well. And the little toolkit, the jack. All right, Mazda, I gotta tell you, man, I had no idea. And this is not like a new car. This is a 2018. This car is 5, almost 6 years old. I like it, guys. That Chameleon paint job, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I know a lot of people hate paint jobs like this. I love it, man. I love it. I think these things are so cool, and on a Mustang as well. Now, I just sold one of these for about $4,600. Mine, however, was a V8. Mine was the 4.6. This is the 4.0, which means this is the V6. But look at the color changes as you walk down this car. I mean, it goes from brown and it turns like copper and orange and purple. It's just, and if you look at it from this way, it almost looks matte black. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look matte black until you get it where the sun's shining directly on it? And then the color just pops, man. I'm not gonna lie, V6, I normally would never give a V6 Mustang the time of day. And again, if we're being completely honest, taking a look at it from this side, look how bad this looks. You know, I mean, I don't know if there's something all over this, but I mean, it looks really, really rough. It looks like it's got mold or something growing on it, but the whole car looks like that. But as soon as you get in the sun, it just pops to life, man. I don't know, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm no paint and body expert. I don't know. All I know is that if it's in the shade, this thing looks rough. This thing looks really rough. It may be a wrap. It is a wrap. So underneath, this car is actually red. I don't know, guys. $2,200? It's an automatic. I don't know what the miles are on it. It's got a lot of red. Oh, it's got spider webs. In the interior, there are literally spider webs growing. Interesting. Let's take a look at the back seats. Well, they're there. I mean, let's see if it has any power. Nope, dead as a doornail. We'll pop the hood. And take a look at these spider webs, guys. That's not a good sign. You know what I mean? When spider webs are taking up all over the inside of your car, yeah, it's not good. It's a little concerning for me, if I'm being completely honest. It's supposed to be a run and drive. So, but still, spider webs tell me it's been sitting for a long time. And oh wow, what happened to the hood? Ouch. Oh man. Yeah, that wrap got all kinds of tore up, didn't it? And well, there's your 4.0 liter V6. These, honest to God, guys, they're great motors. I know a lot of people make fun of them for being a V6. And I'll be the first to admit, not my first choice. This is not a car I would typically buy. The only reason I'm halfway interested in it is because of the color combination. And again, look at all the spider webs, guys. I mean, they're everywhere. This car has been sitting a long time. I'm really surprised that it runs. So we're gonna put that to the test. Yeah, this would not normally be my first pick for a Mustang, but the color combo just kind of, I don't know, man, it pops. It's just kind of out there, and it's got me a little bit interested in it. I'm looking for the transmission dipstick, which I could swear was hiding on this side somewhere. You know what? It's not, is it? They took away the transmission dipstick on these, if I remember right, and there's some weird sealed unit. I say weird. Today, that's common. Everything is like that. But yeah, no trans dipstick on this one. Ugh, oil. Ugh, wow. All right. Uh-oh. That looks like milkshake, guys. I think that's milkshake. Let's see if we can set this down over here. You guys can get a better look at it. You guys can't see it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. Let's check the coolant level. That does kind of, it's got a milkshake consistency to it. I mean, it's still brown like oil, but I'm telling you, it looks like it's got water in it to me. Ooh. Pressure in the cooling system, I see. Let's take a look down there. I don't know if you guys can see in it. Does it have coolant? I guess it does. It's got a little bit. I don't know. It sure doesn't look very good. All right, guys, let me put a jump on this thing real quick. Let's see if we can get it running. All right, we got the booster pack on it. Well, we had the booster pack on it. Come on. Boy, these things are just kind of a pain, man. Maybe that'll hold. We've got a date code on the battery from 2019, January of 19. So that's almost 5 years ago. So let me squeeze through here and let's see if we can get this thing to start. Because it says it runs. I don't see that happening, but stranger things have happened. Nice little voltmeter there, I guess. That's all right. I'll be damned. It runs. It actually runs. Got some exhaust too. We have a TPMS light. Brake light goes off when you turn off the e-brake. Battery voltage is good. Oil pressure is good. Completely out of gas. Nice Elite Boss audio touchscreen there. That's actually really nice. Important window. Why, yes it does. Less important window too. No joke. And that voltmeter, I guess. That's nice. Although you have a voltmeter right there, so I don't know why you need another one. Let's try out the air conditioning, which I don't think is gonna work. I don't know, guys. It sounds good. Sounds like the exhaust is under here, dumped somewhere. I'm gonna turn this booster pack off because God forbid this clamp comes off and starts sparking things on the car. We don't want that. It actually runs great, guys. I'm very shocked. I don't know if it's worth $2,200. Spider webs and leaves, and I don't know the color though, right? You either love it or you hate it. I think it's unique, it's interesting, it's fun. But again, obviously this thing is it's been sitting for a very long time, and that is my biggest concern. Why has it been sitting for a long time? Could it be transmission related? It has brakes, the steering felt good. Uh-oh. It does not go into gear. And I hear a whining that I originally thought... Hear that? That's not power steering. That whine is from the transmission pump. Oh yeah. Nah, she doesn't move. Not at all. Oh boy. Oh, wait. You can hear it change, but it just doesn't seem to go into gear. Either that, or possibly somebody's removed the drive shaft. Boy, I don't know. I wonder if the drive shaft is missing. Oh, we also now have an overdrive light that just came on. No, that was me. I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to put it in park. I'm concerned that it may not have a drive shaft in it. Guys, I've had on a couple occasions where I've sent my car to auction, and because they've already got a full truck, they want to just haul it on the back of their rig, like on a Stinger. And to do that on a rear-wheel drive car, they have to remove the drive shaft. So, I mean, typically the drive shaft comes with the car though, and if you're lucky, they'll even put the drive shaft back in it for you. So let me see if I can take a peek under here. I'll bring you guys with me. Hey, we could see. Nope, she's got a drive shaft, guys. Yeah, it's got a drive shaft. You guys probably can't see it, but can you see it now? Maybe not. She's got a drive shaft, so she just doesn't move. Dang it, man. I love that color too. Let me make sure this door is closed. It could just be low on fluid. Maybe it leaks some out from the rear seal or the pump seal or something. It could just be low on fluid. I'd hate to condemn the car because it sounds like it tries to go into gear, just can't do it. Just can't do it. That whining noise tells me that it's listed as a run and drive though. 150,000 miles on the odometer. You guys tell me, man, what do you think? $1,100, is it worth a risk? I obviously am not going to use buy it now at $2,200. That's not going to happen. But if we could get it, you know, maybe $1,200, do you think it'd be worth it? Throw some fluid in the transmission and maybe we'd be good to go down the road, or, you know, maybe the transmission's totally shot. You guys comment below and tell me what you think. And also, I'm crossing my fingers the audio sounds decent. I'm not using any microphone at all. You see I've got the mic on me here. If I tap it, there's nothing because I'm using the microphone built into the camera, and I'm really hopeful that it sounds decent. But I had to do this experiment because I'm real big on my audio, and since I started using this setup, to me my audio has sounded muffled, and there's nothing I can do about it, and I'm certain it's the mic. And there's literally nothing I can do about it. So I decided to try just using the internal mics. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, it's only one 10-minute video. We didn't lose that much anyway. But drop your comments below. Number 1, on the car. Number 2, on the audio. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.